Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to another match in week one of the Dash Mystery Tournament 2024. Should have a good one for you today. Got derxu versus Incompetent Perfectionist, also known as IP for short, because that's just a very long name. derxu, a great randomizer player in several games, not just Super Metroid. Over in Europe there, over in Germany, great player, fun stream, give him a follow. And IP, well, it's IP. I'm just playing. IP's a good dude. But yeah, Dash Mystery. So we're not actually going to know what kind of seed they have until we get into it and the players figure that out for themselves. A little bit about that. Could have full item randomization. We could have major minors. Could have a boss shuffle. And there's 4 different types of boss randomizers hooked up. So there's like, I don't know, 4 to the 4th power, so 290 something different boss possibilities, I guess. Still the same 4 bosses, but here we go. As always, with everything Super Metroid, gotta head down to Blue Bryn, gotta get that Morph Ball. And while we head down there and get that, I just want to thank the SpeedGaming folks for setting up this restream for us, giving us a spot to show off this Dash Mystery Tournament that the Dash team and everyone who organized this tournament worked on so hard together. We're very thankful for that. So up in the top right, we can see that it looks like we have starter charge for Dash. No full countdown, so we don't know a whole lot of anything yet. But we do have Morph Ball. Now we can head to the right and get our miners. Can't hear the pigeon, that's not good. Try and turn myself up a little bit, let me know. derxu's going to show us what's in the ceiling over here. And bombs right off the bat, so we will get a bomb Trezo fight. First one I've seen out of the ones I've commentated and played in so far. I'm guessing there might be another. Oh, IP, you gotta get this one, buddy. There we go. I think you can get 2 shots at it before you have to reset the Rio and try again, so nice clutch little moment there, getting the bombs, not wasting extra time in door transitions. Okay, looks like audio was not a problem. Good news. Alright, IP heading back up. derxu skipping. Nope, not skipping. Going back into Old Mother Brain. I think it's easy to forget that you have bombs this early in a run, because it doesn't happen all that often. Let's see if IP remembers here. And IP with the memory. That's why we make a good commentating team, because he remembers stuff and I don't. So yeah. But power bombs, that's good. Not huge yet, but I don't know. So far, I guess this looks like a major minor split. We'll see what's at 230. Still can't be sure. It's too early. Not enough items checked yet. Okay, vanilla missile at 230. Oh, it is major minor? See, this is the problem I had in my seat. It took me so long to figure out what I was even running. So scratch my last sentence. It's absolutely major minor. I don't believe it's Chozo, and hopefully Audra can correct me on that. I don't think we have a Chozo seed. Alright, derxu's going in for the BT fight. Just a reserve tank. That's not what you want to see. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I haven't played enough of these yet. I've played like 3, maybe 2. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure we don't know if it's area rando or not. At least not yet. From the stats I saw in chat yesterday, vanilla map is a 33% chance, area rando 67% chance. So we'll find out fairly shortly here. derxu, low energy, but with the reserve, we have bombs. Gonna check out Gauntlet. And IP's going into his BT fight. Obviously won't be happy with what he sees. But not too upset either, because he knows derxu probably took the time to go down here as well. Who wouldn't at this point? And hey, I was right. We don't know about area yet. Gonna have to wait until derxu's done with Gauntlet to see a door. See if the door down here by Torian is flashing. X-ray and a reserve tank in criteria. This seed, man. This seed, goodness. Nothing special going on. IP is... okay. I thought he might have been going left to check Terminator out. IP's going for a save, which probably means going Gauntlet. Part of me hopes that he'll change his mind here 10 minutes in the past and just go, but we'll see what he decides. Yep, going Gauntlet. These wall jumps can be tricky, pain in the butt sometimes. We'll see how much patience he has for him. There we go. This is gonna set him back though, because there's nothing in here that's worth the time sink, but there's no way to know. I always go Gauntlet, so I'd be making the same play 95% of the time. But okay, we're gonna find out some new info on derxu's side here. And we do have area rando. Let's see what our first portal goes to. Torian is Upper Norfair. No supers. No Varia. Low energy. Not worth going down the elevator and back up. It's like 25 seconds at least just for the ride to check maybe 3 items. So, understandable call. Well, I guess I meant not worth to go straight for it when you have another portal so close that might be better. But derxu decided it wasn't. I missed what that portal was. But that's okay. That was early Torian. The tracker's got my back on the portal. I appreciate it. Shout outs to Newbie and God for doing tracking again today. Alright, just some ammo and an E-tank. But that's good news when... Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh! And the spikes... The spikes tell us a different story. But I doubt he goes back up for just X-ray. And he doesn't. He's out of there. Yeah, I think the only thing he got was X-ray. Didn't get to the back and saved before winning, so... And the backside of Gauntlet was just 2 regular missiles. So that was vanilla. At least the item placement was vanilla, I mean. Alright, derxu. Done checking the portals on this set of criteria for the moment. IP is now going to take his turn with it. derxu's going to head over to the east side of criteria and check out those portals. We'll have 2 of them to check out over there. One very easy. Another one at the moment is going to require a diagonal bomb jump or a CWJ over the moat. Oh no, wait a minute. There's no supers yet, so we can't even go that way. Can we? I don't... Maybe meme route is the only way we can go. Yeah, meme route. So this seed is not really playing nice. It gives you a whole bunch of nothing majors right off the gate. Reserve tank, E-tank, X-ray, and then it makes you backtrack down to get the meme route portal. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to check landing site and major minor. Unless that's your only possibility for a super. But we still have another portal to check. That'd be really mean if the only super is up there and expects you to bomb jump after you go through all this other stuff first. And I thought last night's seed was kind of mean. Oh my goodness, maybe that's what we're doing. I mean, because who wants to do that one long check and do that bomb jump? Nobody. This seed is totally not Q. But derxu making it safely to Bubble Mountain. Gonna be able to refill our health here. IP now knows about Torian and about Upper Norfair. So at this point, he knows he has to go to meme route. I don't think he'll want to take the time to go back and bomb jump the landing site. But he is checking up here because he never saw the back. He's going to see it's just regular missiles. And derxu did find a super pack at the bottom of Bubble Mountain, so that's good news. Good news for derx. $73. We do have a full reserve. This will be way less tight. Leaving a little bit of energy in the tank just in case something goes wrong. Can't quite get up there in time, but no problem. Nails are going to refill. And IP is just moments away from finding out. Gonna have to do a heat run. Or go back and check landing site. So probably gonna follow in derxu's footsteps here. I don't see another thing you'd want to do. Oh, just a reserve at speed location. That's still not nice. So far, the only thing we got of value down here in Upper Norfair's other entrance is that super pack. Oh my goodness. This seat is brutal, man. But derx did take a smart save to keep the supers. So if we refill that health and get out, he should be just fine. Could also have a croc portal check, like some folks in chat are saying, which I think is a good idea too. It's a nice energy refill station down there. But at least derxu does have the option to go back and check the east side of criteria portals. But we've come this far. Let's see what Croc has. And IP decided not to go to Upper Norfair. Gonna be seeing what the landing site has in store for us. Oh yeah, very tough with 2E. Even with the reserve tank, it's not much help. Well, it's not much help if you're me. I'd probably need 2. I guess it helps a lot more for those practiced in these types of situations. Yeah, there is one reserve tank at Speed Booster, but derxu does have another reserve tank from BT. Yeah, this seat's complete troll. Both of our players have died once. This is certified not coup. But if there's a super pack up here, IP could be in a pretty nice spot for himself. Oh, and it's power bombs, so now that hurts. Now that really hurts him. Because that would have made this really interesting. derxu has the movement advantage, the seating advantage. derxu is just a really, really good player, and IP's gotten better himself. But that kind of divergence would have been really fun to watch and see what happened. That would have been crazy divergence. And I missed something on derxu's side while we were going up to check landing site. Did he take a death or a reset? Oh, went to speed again. Okay. So the plan is to check wave with 2 reserves. But that's really tight to get out of. I wish him the best. The seed is a super troll. Yeah, it is possible to go east side of Criteria towards Wreck Ship now for derxu, since finding those supers at the bottom of Bubble Mountain. Oh, and IP's going to give Billy Mays a check. If Billy Mays has a super, then we could still get some of that divergence. So what kind of deal you got for us today, Billy? It's been trolly so far. Are you going to make it interesting? You going to make it neat? Come on. Yeah, that's really tight health. There it is. That's what he needed. And now we're going to get some divergence because IP will absolutely go to the eastern side of Criteria portals. Yeah, I just don't think IP wants to do the hell run with just the 2 tanks and the reserve. I think he'd feel more comfortable with a 3rd tank down there, but he hasn't checked it out yet. He went through Meme Route door and turned around. Nice D-boost by derxu to get out of the Bat Cave. I know tons of players use that strat, but it's still cool every time you see it, in my opinion. So after a save, we're going to get probably a Norfair reserve check and a wave check. Not sure what we're going for first. Norfair reserve check first. Okay. That makes sense. Using the door transition here to set up the waiver at the right spot. Oh, just missed it. Didn't feel comfortable there. There we go. Oh! I thought he had it. Oh, excuse me, guys. Excuse me, everyone. Okay, but now IP is back to parlor and landing site, so we'll... No, don't go that way. You've been that way. I guess he... I don't remember if IP went down to the upper Norfair part first. He must have. With the energy tank. I could have swore he was going to go towards Moat and what is normally the Red Bryn area. But we're going to get a Kraid portal check. Yeah, this seed has been absolutely brutal. I feel for both these runners. Okay, so we got lower Red Bryn. Taking a quick look at his options, I think. Have a few portals here to mess around with. Okay, the top of West Meridia. The last time IP saved, it might have been before the supers, so maybe not wanting to risk falling down through Meridia yet without a close backup save. Yes, he does know there's a save there because he commented my race yesterday, and I didn't know there was one in there, and he told me about it. So I think he's just making a separate decision. And a reset from derxu. Oh, well, this is big. So he was right and I was wrong. I would have went Moat, but he got Varia. My goodness. This got interesting. Because, I mean, I love IP. He's my dude. But derxu has the movement advantage. It's clear as day, just like anyone who plays me has the movement advantage. So this is actually really cool. I think we'll see some fun stuff now that we have this kind of divergence. Yeah, derxu, I gotta give derxu credit. He's having a brutal time here. This is really tough with that amount of energy, in my opinion. If I'm going to make the check he's checking now, I wouldn't do it without 3 tanks and 1 reserve, or 4 tanks and no reserves. But Plasma Beam, that is a nice find. I don't know if derxu can make it out and back to Bubble Mountain in time. No reserve left. Although I'm cheering for you, derxu. I don't want to see you take another death down here. This has been brutal. Come on, make it out. Okay. Out of there, get to the save room, can refill health and make a decision. And of course, that waiver drops a missile and not anything for health. Alright, IP, training Pokemon. Caught his Vileplume. Moving on. Alpha and Beta Peeps. But with all those being minors, maybe just checking Beta Power Bombs, because it's a little faster. But Portal first. Priorities. Okay, other side of West Meridia. So we got our West Meridia portals. We know where those are. I don't think we've seen an East Meridia portal yet. Not that either runner is equipped to deal with that. We have no high jump, no ice, no spring ball. So, don't even want to see it yet. derxu, using the reserve. Gonna check out Double Chamber. I think it's called Double Chamber. Okay, yeah, coming back. Alright, so what is derxu gonna do? Is it moat time, or is it Crade's Door time? So, after the climb, we'll see. Right or left, make your choice. Alright, E-Tank at our charge location. IP still finding no beams, so stacking up on some ammo. And I think this is a relief save for derxu. I'm just happy to be out of that mess. It's like, alright, I'm out of there. I have my plasma beam, I have the supers. Let's go check moat. Okay, so this is what I wanted to see earlier. Looks like IP made the better choice, but we're not totally sure yet. derxu might come over here and find gravity. Although I think moat goes to somewhere that IP checked out, but it doesn't. I don't think he checked out the lower, the one that goes to Red Brand. Red Tower, yeah. I don't think IP checked the Red Tower portal. So neither runner's done that. Oh, okay. And derxu, change of heart. We're going to go down instead of up. And we're checking X-ray. Alright, it is a major. And derxu knows how to do it, so I like it. Oh. IP, meanwhile, going down the Edacoons. Because we do have one major down here, I think. In Dash, do the reserve tanks normal locations count as major locations? As an E-tank, so yes. Okay. And reserve does. I don't know what I was thinking. I knew that was an E-tank. Thank you, Audra. Oh, Ice Beam over here. Okay. So we do have a Botwoon hallway item now. Speed is not necessary for derxu anymore, but it's not like you'd pass it up. But that's a pretty decent beam combo to start off. I think 200. It's not bad. No charge upgrades yet, though. IP picking up one more power bomb pack so we can crystal flash. If that ever arises, at least it's good to have 15. Or if he doesn't find ice, it's good to have 15 power bombs just for Torian. Alright, let's see what's in here. A lot of items in here. Space jump. And derxu now has the Various suit. So that's good news. The divergence wasn't as epic as I was hoping for, but it was still a fun time. Now they're reconverging a little bit and checking what the others have checked. Alright, derxu flying on top of West Meridia. Doesn't care for it right now. And IP finding Kraid's closet. Or Kraid's warehouse. His closet's on the left there. That nice gray door that won't open. So 32 minutes, 33 minutes in now, and no bosses spotted, so the seed has been rough. So this is pretty crazy. We found out what our items are looking like. We have kind of a standard dash setup with major minor, but we don't know what the bosses could be. They could be vanilla, they could be shuffled, they could be surprise, or they could be something else that I forget the name of. It's another S word, though. And gravity suited ice, that's huge. That's a big pickup for derx there. Shifted. I called it staggered, but it shifted. And the difference between shifted and shuffled means, I think the shifted boss, like, take Wreck Ship for example. Whatever boss is in there, if you beat that boss, Wreck Ship opens. It doesn't have to be Phantoon. While shuffled, you still have to beat that boss to open that boss's area. But we have shuffled. So when IP makes it to the Wreck Ship, those checks will be available after defeating the Phantom. So that's good knowledge, and it's got to feel pretty good to get to a boss first. But IP's not going to know that until I tell him in the interview that, hey, you got to the first boss before your opponent. Made a race out of it. Everyone died. It was a troll, but it's a fun troll. Well, for us, the viewers, it was a fun troll. For them, I don't think they're loving this. Bada bop bop. No, I'm not loving it. Yeah, so gravity at Ice's location. And the ghost is down. And derxu just showed off a nice, fun piece of tech that's easy to learn. Even I'm good at it. So if I can do it, you can do it. Nice little gravity jump. And that's super fun once you get used to it. I have a lot of fun with that. Alright, IP now leaving, going back to Green Brinstar. We'll see what his next move is. And for derxu, going over the Forgotten Highway, I think we're getting close to being out of portals. So this might have to be Wreck Ship, or it could be East Meridia. I don't think we have that many more portals that we as the viewer don't know about. Other than that, each runner has their own share of information the other one doesn't, but okay, so that is Wreck Ship. I didn't know where that portal actually took place on that side. I guess it was at the beginning of the Forgotten Highway, or the end of it, depending on how you look at it. Alright, IP wanting to see what's in Wave Tank here. It is a major location. Still looking for speed or ice or gravity. So I understand wanting to not leave this behind. And derxu finding Dragon. So that gravity suit pickup is pretty nice right now. And that X-ray is way less trolly because we get to melt Dragon a little bit here. It's not a total microwave. Has less power, but it's still going to be a lot faster of a fight. Can probably still get it in 2 hits, I would think. Unless his tap is just outrageously good. Ooh, it might be. Okay, no, 2 hits. And still on the second shot, just barely. Dragon surviving that one. And derxu getting grabbed. There we go, got out of there. Dragon can do a lot of damage with that tail. And our third charge shot. Dragon somehow still tanked it. Possibly derxu shot too high up and didn't quite hit the belly, maybe? But finished him off. Or finished her off. Mama Shrimp is done for the day on derxu's side. Yeah, 200, so I knew it would take, at minimum two or three hits. And that was the fourth one. And derxu also looked like he had a good tapping rhythm there. So I don't know. Maybe 4 hits is what you need for that damage. IP not in a rush to check the boss because everything's open. Wave beam, that's a nice find. Not what he needs right now. But anything to get rid of that pea shooter is nice. We know where ice is, we know where plasma is, and we know where gravity is, and that's what he wants to find, but it's not going to be over here. I think the best thing we could find is speed booster or high jump boots. Also grapple. Grapple would be nice for Lower Norfair. And for Dragon, because IP has not yet seen Dragon. But yeah, speed or high jump boots would be helpful for IP over here in Wreck Ship. And I think derxu found Wreck Ship, and the boss of Wreck Ship was Dragon. Was it not? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so IP's probably going to want to skedaddle here and reset. Yep. Oh, I thought we were getting a reset. Okay, yeah, there we go. And derxu, after that rough time with the hell runs, is now just zooming. Nice ice clip there. Pretty much second try on the jump. First try on the freeze. Very nicely done. But Batwoon's being a knucklehead. Still at only 5 supers for derxu, but at least he has a semi-decent beam combo. The ice and the plasma. Now, I believe surprise boss mode is the only one where you can run into a boss more than once. And I think chat said earlier this one is shuffled. So we have to see Ridley or Kraid down here. And please correct me if I'm wrong. And I mean that on derxu's side, going down to the Dragon boss room. I think it's got to be Kraid or Ridley. Extra super missile pack. That's got to be a little nice to see. That'll help a boss fight along, especially if it's Ridley. Because right now with that charge beam, that's a long Ridley fight. And that's what we're getting. We're getting a longer Ridley here. Not the longest, but it's going to take a little bit. derxu with very solid movement and good manipulation will probably be totally fine. I don't want to jinx it, but I think it'll be okay. It's just going to be a little bit longer. Oh, shifted a surprise. It would still say the area. Oh, that's awesome info. I should have read more before I did this. That's my apologies. But now I know for next week. That'll help me figure out what my seed is. So I just didn't know for the longest time when I was racing the other day. derxu doing a great job. Only tasted a little bit of acid. Ridley's nice and red, so we're at least halfway through. And I always think it's really impressive to see someone fight Ridley without high jump boots and do a good job like derxu is. Now, there was no safety save, so let's cross our fingers here. Hopefully derxu pulls this off. I don't want to see anything crazy. Unless it's crazy cool. Hey, there's grappling beam. So IP might be alright with going into to Dragon now. You have a quick kill option and a way to get out. I think getting out's harder than killing Dragon at this point. But it's doable, I believe. Oh yeah, and IP has no shoes. No shoes and no spring ball, so I don't know. It's not something I'd want to try. I'm not a Meridia expert. I'm not Kevnastics. It looks like we're gonna head out and explore some other options. At least having space jumps gotta feel nice. Gotta make IP feel a little bit more free, a little bit quicker with different searches. Probably will check out X-Ray at this point. If he runs through Red Tower again. And I missed it earlier, but derxu did find the boots. Did Ridley have those boots? Alright, cool deal. Ridley, not totally mean, bought us a brand new pair of kicks. Good job on skipping the power bombs there. No need for more than 20. At least I can't think of a reason to need more than 20. Especially when you have Varia and decent health. And that was a nice mock ball by derxu. Ooh, this is going to be a little tight. But luckily, we have Plasma messing with those hitboxes to get through and look cool doing it. Alright, so derxu's down here. Kraid will be down here. We know that for sure now, I believe. Ooh, accidental spacer pickup. Goodbye, 6 2/3 of a second. But also, huge props to the Dash team that don't let Spacer override your Plasma anymore. If you accidentally pick it up, you don't have to go into the menu and fix it. The game now knows, no, we want Plasma. And speaking of Plasma, IP now searching what derxu did for the first 20 minutes of the seed. These hell runs with like 2 E-tanks. It was hard, but derxu got it done. Alright, I think IP's gonna go check Croc Portal after a couple more item checks up here. derxu 2 rooms away from Kraid, dealing with these pirates. No supers though, so it's gonna take a little bit longer. And we're gonna microwave one. Yeah, do it. Good night, pirate. And I haven't mentioned it in a while because the seed's been so crazy. But if you're not following these runners, it is free on Twitch to give someone a follow. Really helps them out. And I know from doing my homework on derxu and knowing IP, they play several games, not just Metroid, although Metroid is the number one. It's not the only one. So if you like a little bit of variety, spice it up. Give these runners a follow. And big thanks to Nubian God on tracking. You were very much appreciated. Without you, I would forget even more things. So thank you for all the help. Alright, and Kraid, while at the prom, is now going to bed. So now derxu needs to get to Kraid's warehouse, because that's where Fantoon is living right now. I think that might be the only portal left that derxu hasn't checked. Or one of the two. So I imagine he's gonna know where to go once he fills up on a little bit of ammo here. Look at that map tracker and be like, all right, haven't been there. That's got to be where Fantoon is. So I imagine we'll see all four of the main bosses done very shortly here. Alright, IP did make his way over to Croc Portal. You gonna go for the lava jump? You saved recently. Although, doesn't have the boots yet, because Ridley has those. So understandable. I don't like bootless lava dive either. Thankfully I can do it, but not first try. And it's really a pain, in my opinion. So I totally understand going elsewhere here. IP does have a couple other options that doesn't include the lava dive. And derxu here making his way out of Planet Zebus's dungeon. Ridley's just so far out of the way. Or Ridley's room, at least. In this seat it was Kraid, but Ridley's just way out there. Oh yeah, this will be nice for IP. Getting gravity. Then we'll feel good about Meridia. And already knows where Dragon is. So that's two bosses that now he just knows the locations of. I can go fight. And technically give him a boss tie here. But by that point, I think derxu's close enough to Kraid's warehouse to where we'll be going back to Torian soon. But while we're riding the elevator, take one more moment to thank you to the folks at SpeedGaming for giving us some restream time so we can share this tournament and just have fun talking about Metroid together. So a big thank you to all the helpful folks at SpeedGaming and making room for us. It's much appreciated. I sincerely mean that, even though I don't sound sincere. I have a sore throat, but I wasn't going to miss today. Alright, looks like IP is doing some map calculations. And derxu heading for a portal. I think Kraid's warehouse was at the top of the Green Brain elevator. And this seed, so has derxu not actually been to Green Bryn Star yet? Was Green Bryn that empty? Or just didn't go up the elevator? Or is the map really this discombobulated this time that it takes this long to get over there? All good questions. I should have popped up my own tracker earlier, but I did not. Okay, there we go. So yeah, Green Brim was just way out there, way out of the way. Alright, yeah. derxu absolutely knows it. Not spending any time, treating it like go mode. The first 33 minutes, 35 minutes of the seed for both players was just horrible. So derxu's like, get me out of here. Can't blame him one bit. IP at the same time knows where Dragon is. Heading back to say hello, show off the new grapple beam and the gravity suit. Since the last time they met, I think Dragon will be very happy for the present. I mean, if you're a guest in someone's home, you don't want to show up without a gift. That's just not cool. But also, even better news for derxu, Phantoon's another one of those bosses that you can microwave. Definitely the hardest of the three to set up the microwave on, but it will make the fight a little bit shorter, and it won't enrage him, so that's good news. Double boss battle on screen. Well, that was weird. It looked like Dragon just ate that shot without any damage. That fully charged plasma. Maybe the wave spread it out too far and completely missed from that distance. I've never seen that before. That's a good point. I meant enrage Phantoon. I think derxu's already enraged by the first 30 minutes of the seed. I think any human would be pretty fed up with this seed after the first 30 minutes of it. This one's been a tough one. Tell you what, I'm glad it wasn't my seed. Yeah, I just hadn't seen that before. I was thinking maybe because of the combo that IP has, wave and plasma, maybe just at that part of the animation, the beam was just wide enough to where it didn't affect anything. I don't know. It was odd, but it's over now. Both bosses have bitten the dust, and IP knows map-wise how to get the Lower Norfair, and now also knows Meridia map, so that's where Ridley and Crate are going to be. But derxu is ready to go back to Torian. And I believe Torian was found super early on. I think it was the far west side of Crateria, the Mushroom Palace Room. I think that's what it's called. I never knew the name for that one. I'm starting to know a lot of the names, but I don't know that one. Okay, that's probably what happened. I probably did hit the invulnerable part. And finally we get to see what's back here, but I think only it could be screw attack, maybe? Or just another E-tank. Because everything else we know about between derxu and IP. We just don't know where screw attack is. It might be in its home location in Lower Norfair. But at this point, it's not going to be super helpful. I mean, if IP goes back down to LN, because he'll need to for Kraid, could possibly check over there. Green gate glitch. If he wants to do it that way, or with space jump. Either way works, but you don't want to waste time fighting GT normally. Yeah, unfortunately no Spood Beaster in this one. We've been to the location, but it was just a reserve tank. Metroid MST's absolute favorite item in the game. And by that, I'm being very sarcastic. But those tanks did help out derxu early on for the hell runs. Two E-tanks, 2 reserves. Got him through quite a pickle. So in this particular seed, they were not useless. They were actually not only shiny, but helpful. And it looks like I remembered correctly. The Torian is down here past Mushroom Kingdom, and that's what derxu's going for. IP is checking the sand pit. It's been a crazy seed. Who knows? This one's the one with the major in it. Lays a power bomb at the top so we can check it real quick without wasting time. Too much time trying to get up there. It's just an E-tank so we can bounce. Elevator time to Torian, 106.34 for derxu. And honestly, to be at Torian at 106 after the start of this seed, really darn good. Yeah, we had an Oops All Supers seed just yesterday, I think. And today, even with IP checking a couple extra locations, only 15, only 3 packs, and derxu only came across 2 packs. This is going to be a longer Mother Brain fight, just like Ridley. Mother Brain 1 will be the same deal, Mother Brain 3 will be the same thing. But Mother Brain 2, with only maybe a super or 2, and then all those beam shots, that's going to take a lot of hits. Only at 200, so that's gotta take a couple hundred hits, right? 36,000 for phase 2, or no, it's 18,000 in phase 2, same as Ridley. 5 shots to every 1,000, so 18 times 5. Okay, so not as horrible as I thought. Less than 100 shots. Be a 90 shot fight. So that won't be too bad for derxu. And derxu, being a responsible parent, feeding the baby. You love to see it. Take care of each other. And I would thank the person who said that joke last night in stream, but I forgot their name. But it's not mine, I'll tell you that. Husband material indeed. There we go. Only slight trouble on that first Zeb. And we're through to MB1. IP with the wave combos doing a little bit more damage to Ridley than what derxu had with the ice combo. So it'll be less shots here. But it's still going to be a pain without the boots. Because Ridley is hiding those boots behind that door right there. But here we go, MB2 on derxu's side as well. Kind of cool to see Ridley and Mother Brain on the screen at the same time. Honestly, it's been a while since I've seen that. And, yeah, I like it. 2 well-done bosses, 2 fun fights. Except Mother Brain's trying to run a restaurant, and we're messing that up. There's French fry, a meatball, onion rings. Oh yeah, that joke a few moments ago. That was Nubian Gods. I'm not taking credit for that. That was not my material. I'm a little tired today. Oh, Ridley. You son of a gun. It looked like he was close to being done, too. He was very, very red. You know what? I think Nubian God called it again. I think Shack Tool has Speed Booster. That would make sense. It's like, no, we're going to put you through all this. We're not going to give you any ammo. We're not going to give you any charge upgrades. And also, you're not going to go fast. Speed Booster and the charge upgrades completely kept away from us. No screw attack to make Lower Norfair easier. Our first items were X-Ray and a Reserve. I mean, these players have been through a lot in this seed. So, Rando absolutely randoed today. We had some fun back and forth in the beginning, though. IP finding Varia first, and Space Jump. And we got some cool route divergence, so that was really neat. And you could potentially say that, 33 minutes in, the only one to have a boss down was IP taking out Phantoon. So the players have kept it fun for us. We had a lot of back and forth in the first 30 minutes. Anyway, derxu finishing up, beautiful job on Mother Brain. We're getting Mother Brain 3. 36 of these Capews right into the brain. And we'll be running out of here. Although without speed, so it's going to be a little bit longer of an escape. It's not going to be a minute, it'll be, I don't know, a minute 30. something like that. But have your fingers hovering over the GGs for derxu soon. Because almost there. Almost through this nasty seed. Oh, Ridley. Ridley the jerkopotamus. He's not quite done yet. One more tail, and it's over. But, come on, IP, you got it. You got it. Oh, so close. That stinking tail, man. I really wanted to see the pelican go down. Little moonfall action from derxu. Beautifully done. We're going to have to see a regular climb. No Behe spark or right side or left side going on. It's rare when I have to call a race without speed booster in it. Makes me a little sad, but these two did a really good job with a really crummy seed. IP in the chat now. Sharing some jokes, and yes, I will vouch for you. I know you've killed Ridley, because in practice runs against each other, and hold on for the GG to derxu. Looks like a 1:15:53 time on race time GG. Our winner. Congratulations to derxu. Very nicely done on a very mean seed. But yes, IP has killed Ridley before and has beaten me in practice races, so it's possible for that thing to die. Yeah, beautifully done by derxu. That those beginning hell runs, man, those were crazy. I don't know if derxu's the type to come by for an interview. I'm not sure. An invite will obviously be sent. I think we can get IP in here for a little bit though. So but and hey, we do have derxu in chat at least. So yeah, I'd love to talk to you for a little bit if you have some time. I know it's it might even be close to tomorrow now where you live because of the time difference, but if you have a moment, yeah, we'd love to talk to you. If not, I understand wanting to go to bed after that seed. But yeah, so forfeit by IP coming in. The kid showed a lot of heart. A lot of heart. That seed was nasty. And we are joined by IP. IP, I promise you I talked a little bit of trash about you, but it's all in good love, man.
How's it going? Yeah, I would expect as much. How's it going, everyone?
That was good, man. It was... I was just blown away by the trolliness of the beginning of this seed.
Yeah.
If you watch it back, 33 minutes in, no bosses are dead yet. You got the first boss down with Fantune.
Wow.
And derxu was doing some truly hell runs.
Yeah.
in Upper Norfair.
No, of
With-
course. I considered that too. I just decided to go more conservative because it was like save consideration. Like when I got to single chamber, I was like, they want me to go look at, I've got enough E-tanks. I could go look at like speed and wave. So I was thinking I should go, but I hadn't saved or something. So I was like, nah, I'll just go do something else. I felt like I was just pulled all over the place in this seat. Like I was like, go here, go there. And maybe that was just my bad routing, but like, I felt like
no,
I was,
it did
I
it to
was
both
like,
of you. It did it to
jerking
both
me
of you for
around.
sure. Before we get too far into this here, I just found out derxu didn't get the invite yet.
Oh yeah.
And I thought we sent it. Do you know how I can send him another one?
I'll take a look here. Anyway, but yeah, so I mean, it was fine. It never feels good to be looking for supers for as long as I was, and I don't know if derxu had the same problem or not, but I was just like,
well, derxu did
dying
find
for
the supers a little bit earlier than you because of the hell run.
Yeah.
There was a pack at the bottom of Bubble Mountain, but he only got 2 packs the whole game, and you got 3 packs. So it was really not cool.
Yeah,
It's like, okay, here's a reserve tank, here's an E tank, here's X-ray. I'm not going to give you any supers. I'm not going to give you any charge upgrades.
Awesome.
There's not going to be screw attack or speed booster. And by the way, Ridley has your boots. Have fun. It's like, wow, great. Yeah,
great.
This was super trolly.
Yeah. Anyway, well, it's fine. I didn't feel lost. I didn't feel like I couldn't do much. I just felt like I was pulled all over the place, and like I knew I was making some bad routing choices. I was making some silly decisions, and but I just had to do what I had to do. And GG to derxu, who did awesome. I'm sure. I can't wait to watch the video. Yeah.
And who's here now? Yeah, derxu.
Yeah. So I'll shut up now.
Great game. I mean, persevering through those early hell runs.
Yeah,
it was like wincing the whole time because it's like, I know if I'm in those rooms that you were in, I'd want at least 4 E-tanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
For myself, but you had 2 and 1 reserve, and then you had to get that other reserve at speed. So it was really,
it just takes super long to like refill those, and like once I died because my reserve wasn't full at all, and I thought it was full, and I ran in and I had 24 in my reserve or something. It was like, okay.
I think I saw that when you were about 3 steps away from the refill bugs. I was like, oh man.
Because I was greedy and grabbed the item at the ceiling before speed. Okay, those few frames I stopped, jumped, and like got to run again, and that was enough. And I was confident I can do it. So yeah, just go for it, and maybe check the other items as well.
How long did it take you to get supers?
It was kind of early. I mean,
really? Okay. Yeah,
I don't know. Where were you?
I noticed I did it right at 20 minutes. It took me 20 minutes to get my first super pack. It was so obnoxious. That was like that.
I mean, I got down, got up again, went through the gauntlet, then like did the other transitions to the left, and then I found Norfair back down, and then I just went for it and I found them there. I don't know if Billy Mays or Criteria power bombs had some, but like anything at all. But
yeah, because I went down to check the meme route transition. Like when I got the power bombs at Old Mother Brain, a part of my brain tingled and said, "Go back." No, I didn't though. I didn't. I should have. But like later on, when I went down there, I checked meme route and I ran out of power bombs coming back, so I couldn't do Billy Mays. So I had to go back up, and since I was up, I went ahead and checked the landing site, the one that you do bomb jumping to get to up at the very top.
Yeah,
the annoying one. Yeah. And so since I was just there, I was just like, okay, I'm here, I'll check this. I'm here, I'll check that. And I kept looking at my map and I was like, I checked like all but one transition, or I got all but one item. I had just like things scattered all over the place. I just kept running around like a psychopath trying to find. But
it was nice to see Billy Mays though make an appearance, because that's where one of the supers was.
Yeah, sure was. Anyway, GG, and I can't wait to watch how much better you routed it than me.
Well, I think I left so many transitions open for later, and like I had to backtrack a lot, and I found Red Brinstar, and then I thought I'd go down. Like there's X-ray, there's Spacer. It's just you could just go down, check the upper transitions later. Maybe I find some by chance. And I had to crate was my the crate area was my last transition, where Fantoon was, and I had to go through like all of Green Brinstar, all of Red Brinstar again to go to crate. To fight Fantoon, go back because that's all that is a one way.
Oh jeez, yeah, good fun.
And I entered Green Brinstar, like the middle transition from Wrecked Chip. I chose the lower transition and went on from there, so I had to go back all that way to find Fantoon.
It seemed like we had 3 paths to Ridley, kind of. I mean, there's only one path to Ridley's room, but you know that's the longest way to get to a boss and get out of an area in the game. It seemed like the portals did that to you in 3 different areas. So you had like 3 hallways that you just had to run back and forth through to get anywhere.
There are so many like forked ways you could you have to choose one and just go with it.
Yeah.
Well, if you choose the wrong one, you take the longer path. That's how it is. I mean, I think I found both suits back to back, like Varia, and then I found I had it before, but I went into what was it? Ice Beam, right? Ice Beam was gravity. Yeah, that was my next check then, and it's gravity.
Yeah.
I found plasma somewhere in Upper North, I think. Yeah, right. Wave Beam had plasma, I guess.
Yeah, so that was something I left behind. Like I could have checked ice like 20 minutes in and didn't.
But I had more bombs, ice, and plasma in both suits, and that has to be enough now. I died so often with these hell runs. I just have to run. I mean, this was like Ridley takes 90 shots with this. Mother Brain takes 90 shots. It's a lot. I didn't have many supers. I found a super pack later before, like in Precious Room before the what was that Dragon Trade? I think no.
It was Ridley.
Ridley.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a rough one. Ridley without charge and without the proper beam combination is pretty rough.
Yeah, I overestimated the amount of time I could stay alive doing charge shots with him, and I think if I had. Instead of doing that, if I had gone straight to Lower Norfair from the East Meridia door and beaten whoever was down there, I assume Kraid, and then come back real fast, I might have been like fighting Ridley when you won instead of fighting him for the 5th time when you won. But anyway.
And it was a really rough seat, so
yeah, that's all right. It's fun. Good times. Rando's gonna rando.
Yeah, first seed of the tournament. Let's go.
Yeah,
good
seriously.
start.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
there's nothing to be afraid of
here.
Yeah, there's nothing to be afraid of. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, thank you guys both for stopping by and good game, and it was a fun show to watch. If you guys decide to rewatch this, I have a bit of sore throat today, so apologies for that, but it was fun comment for you. And
thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And I think you'll enjoy just how, now that it's over, you can enjoy just how trolly and silly and ridiculous the seed was if you watch it later. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And while we have a little bit of time left, I want to thank Nubian God for tracking. Really appreciate you. Shout outs to MM2 for setting us up at the beginning. Adraxis in chat, super helpful and awesome as always. And to all the folks at SpeedGaming, thank you for giving us a chance to restream our tournament. This is Dash Mystery 2024. This is only week 1 of a regular season, or the Swiss part. We have 6 weeks of this with 42 players, and then we go to a playoff bracket. So tons of fun. We have tons of new trackers. We have new commentators. So you're going to get a lot of variety, and it's going to be a good time. So I hope you enjoyed today, and hope you have a great night, and we will see you next mission. Take care, everybody.